What I seen was a whole bunch of abuse. I've been sitting over here chilling for like over a month. These kids getting beat the out of. This is what I've been seeing. This is what my own goddamn, what I've been hearing. So I'm saying, we just got tired of so I finally said something. I snuck to the store to make the phone call. But then they threatening me out here behind helping these kids. But I'm gonna help the kids, I'll do it again. They threatening me, bring it on, what's up?
So you made the call?
I made the phone call. I help the kids. And I hope they safe. I know they safe. They better off. And I didn't even know it was that bad. Once y'all got the kids chained, man, what they do that at? Yeah, we mad about that. We outraged in the lot, but we don't play that around here. We outraged in the lot. We don't like that. We don't do it like that out here. Where you come from, California? That's your place safe. Away from 210. Get your on with that.
Ma'am, would you do it again?
I would do it every day if I had to. You feel me? Every day. I do it again and again and again. Yeah, that's how they go.
Do you mind if we put your name on camera?
Put Michelle. I made the phone call, Michelle. Y'all coming for me? Here I go. You know where I'm at.
Michelle, what's your last name, ma'am?
Williams.
Williams?
Michelle Yvette Williams. West Side.
What do you have to say about kids? This is awful.
I say I love the kids. Because, see, I got over as a child. That's why I'm so passionate about this. Because nobody was there to help me. I didn't have no voice. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm mad about this. I gave them kids a voice. Nobody was there for me like that. But I was able to help them kids. I feel real good about that today. I feel good. I feel proud. I got 4 more kids and a granddaughter. But this is my proudest moment ever to help some kids who didn't have no voice.
That video that you just watched was made in reference to a really horrible case of child abuse, one of the more diabolical and strangest stories of child abuse I've ever seen. So we're going to go back to April 28th of 2016. So that was the lady that had called the police. The reason why was because there were 2 kids in a backyard in this very neighborhood that we're going to be walking to right now who wouldn't stop crying. The police come and they notice that there is a 2 and a 3-year-old in a backyard of one of these homes right here. A boy and a girl. The boy, he was chained by his ankle to a stake that was driven in the ground in the backyard, and he was covered in bruises and scars. There was a girl sitting at the by the back door on the steps. She was tied up with a dog collar around her. It didn't say if it was around her neck or around her arm. And when police made their way inside, they found 8 children living in conditions that, well, you wouldn't want your kids living in. Their ages were from about 10 months to 10 years old. The children were immediately taken out of the home and they were brought to a hospital to be checked up on. And some of those children had broken bones, cracked ribs. They had new scars and old scars. And immediately they go and find out who the parents are. So while the parents are there, while the cops are there, the parents, easy boy, easy. So as the cops are there investigating, the parents come home. Now the parents were 34-year-old Porchua Phillips and 36-year-old DeAndre Dortch. They were the parents of, I want to say 6 of the 8 children. Now, immediately, Porchua was arrested, and it says in the article that DeAndre was arrested the next day, so I don't know if he seen the police and immediately ran, but he went and he turned himself in. And this story had been made, the news rounds all over San Antonio and all over Texas, too. The 2 kids that were found in the backyard that were tied and chained up, those 2 were not their kids. They were the kids of a woman, 30-year-old Cheryl Reed. Apparently, she left her kids in the custody of Porchua and DeAndre for about 2 months. And when the police were interviewing neighbors, they had said that those two kids that were tied up in the backyard had been left there for days on end, and it had rained for the past couple of those days. So they were getting rained on. The backyard had their feces everywhere. They were not allowed to be inside of the home. Very, very squalid conditions. And of course, all three were arrested, and they were charged with serious injuries upon a child. I believe it was two charges of serious injuries upon a child, and another charge of injury causing great bodily harm to a child. Now, eventually, these guys, because the conditions were so bad, it was just so horrible, they were actually facing life. Porchua ended up taking the deal, and she was sentenced to 50 years in prison. And she won't be eligible for parole. She has to do at least, I want to say, 25 years before she's eligible for parole. The mother of the two children, what's going on there? The mother of the two children, Cheryl Reed, she ended up taking a deal as well, and she was given a 10-year prison sentence. She might possibly be out now. I'm not 100% sure. And of course, the other loser in this case, DeAndre Dortch, this upstanding guy right here, well-rounded adult, he ended up getting 65 years in prison. Now, this is the street where that the abuse occurred, and let me tell you, me just looking around, this is a rather cruddy neighborhood, just like Wanda used to say from in Living Color, I'm ready to go. That is for sure. So I think the house is somewhere up here. So let's go walk past it and see what it looks like now. Okay, I believe that is 8107. So I think 8105 would be this house right here. Yeah, there it is right there. That's where it all went down. Yeah, this seems like a pretty rough neighborhood to say the least. And that car looks like it does not run any longer. Can you imagine having to hear your neighbors beating children day in and day out constantly? That is pretty wild. When I seen that video, I had to come to the neighborhood because I wanted to see how bad it was, and let me tell you, it's pretty bad. So anyways, without further ado, I'm getting out of here. I gotta scram. All right, guys.